Alrighty, so for games, I got a couple of fun. I got 4 of them for you today. A little bit more than we usually run, but I thought it would be kind of fun to have some shorter games today, some good variety. And this next run is probably one of my favorite runs I have learned in the last couple of years. If you have never seen it, it is going to be wicked cool. It is probably one of the most technical games you might even like. It'll be very unexpected. I'll just put it that way. I hope you're ready to see it. We're going to be having Manhunt 90% with JaeeHere. Take it away.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is JaeeHere. I have today for you the speedrun for Manhunt 80% out of bounds. Now, this category is using every possible trick in the book. I'd love to showcase my strats before we begin, because just to keep you up to speed, because it's about to get really crazy. There's a lot of levels that we've completely turned down to nothing. So basically, we are going to be using the out of bounds technique, which is just we peek towards any side, left or right, and then we use our first person button, which is this, to basically clip into things and just flip through the level. What we're gonna do is use that throughout the most of the run. And also another strategy that we kind of started, I believe Hippo from the Manhunt community found this, and I've kind of developed it, and also Ecdycis. Basically, we're gonna be using the J clip, which allows us to just flip out of bounds, and you guys are about to see we are gonna fly into the end of level checkpoint, essentially just finishing the level immediately without needing to do any real gameplay. Anyways, time to begin the run. I believe those are the strats I'm gonna be using for this whole category. Now, there is some levels on which I'm not gonna be using it, because there's some levels that have like item checkpoints, which you need to get certain items or kill certain enemies, and it just wouldn't work. But it works for, I think, like half of the levels in the game. I believe there's like 8 or like 10 levels you can do this on.
For reference as well, time will begin once this little cutscene is done. It's unskippable cutscene, so we can always enjoy this whenever one begins.
It's up to you.
Time begins right as gameplay starts.
Action.
And begins. All right, so for this early level, we're not gonna be doing anything fancy. This level doesn't have a J clip we can use. We're just gonna do the normal individual level speedrun. We just clip through a few things, and usually this level would be pretty scary. There'd be fighting sections and stuff, but we don't care about any of that. We just clip right through everything. I gotta clip carefully here, and then just hopefully I get it through. There you go. Perfect. That's first level. It would be so scary to play at a normal level, but these strats are insane. Look, I'm about to just fly into the end of level checkpoint, just like that, and it should be a thing. The best time on this level is like 18 seconds, but I think I'm gonna get probably like a 20. Yeah, there you go. No, whoa, I got the best time. Hey, nice. Now, I'm about to do a really complicated strat that I believe, yeah, I founded this. And most of these spots where you see me do this, I found these. So we have to punch this guy a bit so that he doesn't bother us as we're passing through. We punch a bit well after we land to not get slowed down completely. I have to very carefully hug this wall, dodge this guy on the right, flip out of bounds here, punch, and aim towards a certain direction. And I have to be cautious to keep holding Shift and W, and also never move my mouse. I have to time this. React, we save, we quit, we reload. We basically skipped that entire level, a bunch of cutscenes, a bunch of fights. We just skipped like half of the level there. No, 90% of the level right there. We just have to punch through a few of these guys. That red guy came first. I'm gonna get hit a lot here, but it's fine. I have to clip through here. And that's the level done. 50 seconds. Now this level is gonna put me to the test, because this skip right here isn't 100% consistent. I believe the others all are, but this one in particular, I am not sure, because it tends to fail sometimes unless I do it perfectly. Hopefully I perfectly execute this, because I need to like punch as I'm falling and aim towards a certain direction, and it's gonna finish the level. Look, oh, I can back it up, I think. Yeah, that should work, I think. Yep. Yep. I think I got the speed. You see, this trick is really complicated, really convoluted. You need to punch as you're falling down, and if you aim towards a certain... You need to basically visually aim towards the end of level checkpoint, and just somehow the game like teleports you under the map into it and just lands you, and that's it, basically. I still don't know to this day how to properly explain the strat, but there's a level on which I think you can visually see how it's done. It is one of the hardest levels in the game, though. So we're just dodging past everything. Usually in that part of the level, we'd have to kill all those guys and get through, but we just clip through everything. That's basically Manhunt any % out of bounds.
Yeah, for a very
we just
quick,
take the lead.
Story kind of synopsis here. The plot of the game is that you're a death row inmate who's been given, let's say, a pardon by basically being forced to participate in the world's most dangerous game. But JaeeHere has turned Cash into a reality warping menace who's kind of just terrifying all of these guys.
Safety's over. We got movement.
We have to fist a few of these guys as we're passing through so that they just don't attack us. It's like a way of stunning them as we're passing through. We skipped a bunch of gameplay there. Like there's a cutscene, there's a guy with a sniper. We just skip everything. It's really, really wicked. Also, usually in this level, for example, this level would be really difficult. We'd have to, basically, the director, Starkweather, which is the guy that placed us in these wicked games, you know, where people are hunting us, kidnapped our family. You can see them like tied up to these crosses. You'd have to save them. There's, I think, 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
But we're gonna say no and just fly away, basically. And I'm about to do it in one of the goofiest ways possible. We just brush up a bit against this trash can, clip, and punch. And I believe that should be it. Yep. If I got the right speed, yeah. Sometimes it may fail. You need to aim at a certain spot for it to work. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful.
Also, while we're waiting for the next level to begin here, really quick, one of my favorite things about this game is when he's going out of bounds, you hear the screaming animation that Cash has, which is hilarious because there's like 7 different screams or something. There's a bunch of them. At no point during the game casually are you actually ever hearing it. He never falls like that.
Yeah, no, there's never any level that does this in particular.
It's
like, there's
so
no.
weird why there's so many.
Yeah, I don't know why they recorded that many. Like, maybe they were planning on like high altitude levels. I'm not sure, but there's like so many screams you can do. This is the first shooting level. This is about to really put us to test. The shooting levels are amongst the hardest you can play in the game. Oh, that guy was very generous. He didn't hit me once. I think I'm good here.
It's okay. Okay, blast him.
Usually, what we're trying to do as we're coming through is just get hit as little as possible. Basically, that's the whole point of the shooting levels. Just never get hit and just save as much health for later, because yeah, the aim bots, you know, the AI tends to go wacky sometimes and just start hitting every shot for some reason. It's really sometimes really weird like that. Also, for swagger, I'm just gonna blast this guy. And we're gonna save up, reload, because this level needs to be loaded up, because otherwise it breaks. This level is the one that's most prone to breaking. There's a lot of scripted events. We need to reload there to prevent any crashes. Also, I didn't get the hit here. That's fine though. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
So I appreciate you shooting that one guy. I know that guy tends to have less than nice insults he would say tell the characters. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we're trying to just shut them up as we go through, because yeah, they can get pretty mean with what they say.
I mean, there's much more like, you know, like a lot of death row inmates. They're not the nicest people, admittedly. Also,
No,
Cash's
they're not.
family is dead. You never had really the chance to save them.
Yeah, sadly, well, Starkweather betrays us here. You know, despite that we obviously saved our family there, we didn't just fly into the end of the level. Starkweather betrays us, and he still, you know, kills our
Also,
family. Now
this
this.
mission-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, this mission normally is really hard. You have to escort a homeless guy throughout a whole level. It's like, I think like a 3-minute level. It's one of the hardest levels in the game. The gang members are gonna be like escorting this guy. Wait, Jay, what are you doing? Wait, Jay.
I'm flying. That's what I'm doing.
Well, we never
And
see
there
the
you
homeless
go.
guy.
No, we never do. Wait, you didn't see this before?
No, I have. I'm just doing the joke.
Make your way.
Yeah, we just fly away. That's it.
Yeah, that
level
level
would usually
before that strat was a pain. I am so glad I got found. It's actually a really mean one.
Yeah, that level would be like 3 minutes, and it would be really difficult. Like you have to score the tramp around the level and keep him safe, put him in shadows. But we don't care about that. We just fly into things, and we just say GG. I was like gonna slow myself down here, but it's fine.
That's my leading man. Attaboy. See you with some beer
Okay,
outside.
and here, hopefully I get the clip I need. If not, I could just back up strat it. Yeah, I got the clip I need. There you go. 45 seconds. Also, we're coming up on the hardest levels in the game. Like, this is like the pain gauntlet. From here on out, everything is really difficult.
Is with a stick and a gun. I want you
As we've noticed as well, the gangs have started getting different weapons now.
to the guard room.
We're seeing a lot more guns. We still do have the melee weapons, but late game gets pretty brutal with the amount of just guns in the arena. They kind of tear you to ribbons.
There's a hunter in the next room through the mesh door.
Yeah, it's adding more variety of weapons and many items. At this point, I think we start seeing the shotguns, the heavy shotguns. So far, we only seen the small sawed-off, but now we're gonna start seeing some really much more damaging weapons.
Some more of these paranoid crazies guarding the door.
Usually, you'd have to hunt a few of these guys and wait for them to open a gate.
They'll lock.
But you don't have to here. We're just gonna clip through the tower here. Oh, I think I'm fine. You can't get stuck here anyways. In every clip that you guys see me do, there's a chance for you to like get irreparably stuck. On this one, I have to get stuck on purpose, actually. We have to wait for this goober to turn around. And then once he looks green like that, we can just execute him. And once we do the execution, it should place us right behind him, you know, unstocking us, basically. That's what we're doing here.
Also, you see one of the only actual executions in the game. You're supposed to like get a high score by doing more and more brutal executions. We actually do the highest one here to get the head, because this allows you to not have to drag the body.
Yeah, you'd have to drag the body into this room, but we don't need to do that. As long as you bring the head, that's why we did a red execution on him there, because it like cuts off his head and we need it. Hopefully, there's a skip here, but I'm not sure if this is gonna work. This is really tight. Okay, we need to press skip, and if we press it, nah, I didn't get it. If you press escape right before hitting that gate, it skips all of this dialogue, and it makes for like a 10-second level. It's really difficult to time though, and you have to hit it like right a millisecond before touching that gate. It's really difficult.
Also, I guess lore-wise, you won't be able to go through all the details of every single gang in the game. There are a lot of different gangs that you're fighting. They all have different themes. It's neat lore if you want to look at it like outside the run. They all have something in common, though. They all want to kill Cash before, well, Cash. I think they get paid a lot of money if they kill the main character here.
Yeah, that's basically their incentive. They're like getting paid for it, but I mean, they or maybe just Starkweather just hired a bunch of psychos. I mean,
Also,
you could
believe it or not,
think-
this is actually an Alice in Wonderland game, except Alice is now a bald death row inmate.
Get rid of the pink dress freak. Get out
We're chasing the rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit. Let
Yeah, we have to kill that guy up there. Now we have to do a very. This is probably the level where I've gotten stuck a lot in the past, but I think I got my strengths down. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna load up the rabbit. Now, right now he's in a different part of the level. Sadly for this, to get the level to, you know, get the final checkpoint, we need to kill that rabbit and get a key he has. We need to do a precise load here and just load him up in that area we just walked in that staircase. We have to clip out of bounds and go kill him and escape the prison whilst dodging everything and doing really difficult clips.
So I want to say, so far the run's been pretty literal. I think you've only hunted one man so far.
Yeah. We barely kill on this run. Like, we only executed one guy so far.
Soon
Really?
to be 2.
Soon to be 2.
Well, I guess if you want to say it, this is technically a rabbit, not a guy. He's a rabbit.
Yeah, he's just a rabbit. Also, I think these are probably the hardest levels in the run. At the next one we're about to head into is probably the hardest there is on the entire speedrun.
Is that the tower climb?
The tower climb? No, it's the... Oh, yeah, yes, it is. Sorry. It is the Vita They Fall.
Yeah.
The level would usually be played with stealth. You know, you would have to execute the guys and like shotgun them. But in the speedrun, it just turns into a shotgun run. Atrocious, painful shotgun run.
This level right here is absolutely brutal. And I think this is actually, let's say, the end of Cash's game. I think this is the final gang that you have to deal with. Well, let's say the final, like, intended gang you have to deal with. And as a result, it ends up being probably one of the toughest levels in the game, if not the toughest. Actually, it might actually be the hardest, I think.
Yeah, it is the hardest level. Wait, we have to wait for this guy. He came out of the right way here, so it's perfect. Sometimes he can come out from the left, and we have to restart. We have to save and then reload. There's a way to backup strat it, but it isn't very consistent. I just go back. Hit that guy in the face because we can't have him around. He makes things very difficult later. We need to shoot this guy.
I got it.
Blast a few of these guys while we're passing through. Usually, if you struggle with aiming, you can just approach an enemy, right click and left click, and immediately aims for the heads, like that. Wow, very solid. Very solid.
Running around like a...
Usually things hit the fan right there. There's 3 enemies just piled up together. It gets really crazy. We have to make our way down the tower, hopefully dodging. Oh, I did not dodge that. I can get a heal here though, so I'm fine. All right, I'm honestly pretty good. Wow, I'm surprised now.
I've never thought to just beeline it. That makes so much more sense. Wait a minute.
There you go.
We are gonna early kill Ramirez here. We're just gonna blow his head off, and we're gonna fly into the checkpoint right here. Oh wait. No, what am I doing? There you go. I got stuck there a bit, but look, this is the most visual example of a J clip. We are just flying into the checkpoint. You can see with the little blue dot is the end of level checkpoint. We just fly into it and we end the level just like that.
Nice. Anyway, spoiler, they betrayed you. they're killing people. They're never gonna let you live. So now the police are going to kill you and the one good character in this game, the journalist. She's been trying to get a scoop on the wicked showrunner. Normally it's just to escort her. We're not doing that. We're gonna do the J clip, go immediately to the subway. But now this level in the past is also really bad too because you had to run through the police while they just kind of shoot you. But this makes it way nicer just because, well, you don't have to deal with all the gunfire with only a brick.
Roger.
But now we're gonna make our way over to the game's director. That is the idea with the rest of the game here. So kind of taking the shift lore-wise, I guess.
Probably think this is funny. You're in very serious trouble.
All right, we're just gonna do a precise clip, and it should allow us to skip through the whole area. We have to shoot here precisely to skip a cutscene. Ooh, barely, narrowly did it. That was really, really close. We have to shoot there because otherwise a cutscene would play of a bunch of cops coming out of a tunnel, and it would slow us down a lot. But we got that first try. Just have to shoot at a certain point, and it like makes them investigate, and it just disallows them from doing the cutscene basically. Right now we're about to enter another shooting section, which could get a little crazy as we always seen, but I'll be fine, I think. Okay, just blind fire that guy. We need to get a heal here before going in here.
I did not know there were clothesline room. What?
All right, now we're just gonna blind fire this guy as well. Just like that, and we're done. That's it. Really, really quick. Oh my God, I took cover there for a sec. But yeah, every shooting level has a chance to like get really crazy because the AI, as I said before, it just misbehaves and it starts doing precise shots. Like look at this. He just hit me like twice. This level is the level with which we have the most downtime. Usually we'd have to run through a yard filled with cops with SMGs. That would be really difficult because any weapon with like automatic fire is really damaging in Manhunt. But we don't have to do that. We just walk alongside the side of the train yard and just skip everything. I don't know why Rockstar designed this area like this.
They knew you'd be speedrunning one day.
Yeah, they prepped it up for me.
Also, the Pigman fight would be the final boss of the game, and there's a very special strategy with that. You will be seeing it. I also do want to give a shout out to the glitchless run of this as well. Obviously, it's about double the length of the 90% run we're seeing here. A lot of cool different strats you do, but honestly, the 90% run is so cool. If you haven't seen it, we had to show it.
Yeah, shout out to Ecdycis, Wagner, everybody from the community from Manhunt Speedruns, and also to Hippo, because he was the original one that found.
Hippo, right? HIPPO. You know that guy's broken like every game. Like the amount of games I know that guy from, who he's in. Yeah, no, if that name shows up, your game's probably gonna get broken to some degree. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. I think I've seen a few of his runs.
He helped Maxi find a lot of skips for I think Fear 2 recently, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think he's the one who originally found the strat like for falling. And Ecdycis actually showed it to me in a stream. You know, Ecdycis is another 90% runner. He showed it to me in a stream, and I kind of started testing it. And I found all of these spots you see me clip out of and just fly into the other checkpoints. This is another one right here. We're just gonna, this is 100% consistent. We're just gonna flip out, aim towards the right a bit, punch, and it should end the level immediately. I don't know, there's like a geometry thing with the game where it always like places you at the lowest point, and the checkpoint in here, it's always like a really low point. Here we go. This is gonna a little challenging here.
So now we're inside the Starkweather compound as well. He has his goons. They're all really heavily armed. If we're introduced to, well, I guess we have it already, but the most dangerous weapon is the machine gun. It absolutely melts any enemy. Every bullet's doing a ton of damage, and there are a lot of guards. The ball gets thrown to distract them. Still won by the elevator, and just gonna clip on in. Now we're on the final level. All the weapons are gone, and this is supposed to be one of the hardest areas in the game. It's supposed to have a fight with the final boss. I think his name's like Pigsy. Yeah, Pigsy, as you can see there. We're gonna have a very unique strat because unfortunately, in order to beat the game, you actually do need to beat the final boss. However, there's gonna be something kind of unique here, because once you beat the final boss, you then get the death squad, which they're instructed, anyone who opens this door, kill. So Jay's not gonna open the door. Instead, he's gonna phase through it, and he's just gonna lob a brick at this guy until he dies.
Yeah, we're just gonna break him to death, take his rifle, and we're gonna go kill Pixie by shooting him in the head once, and that should count. We need his chainsaw now for ending the level, since the level checkpoint, like to finish it, we need to execute Starkweather. I can just walk up to him. Oh,
kind of goofy, I guess. Pigsy has a unique animation if you have a gun where he'll actually run away in fear, but like you never have a gun for this fight. I don't know what they did.
yeah, I think he just acts like a regular hunter. If you have a gun, like normal hunters, like melee hunters, they run away from you if you have a gun, and that's basically why he runs away. But yeah, once we just walk in here and that's time right there. Time.
Go on.
GG. That was honestly, I think I peaked. I can't believe I did all the levels. Like it was almost flawless. Wow, that's crazy.
I remember when this guy was on death row like maybe 20 minutes ago.
And now he's done.
Yeah, he had a really fast sentence. We can watch a little of the little ending cutscene if you want here. You can kind of find out what happened. I believe they have it like a wrap this level, but yeah, that was indeed Manhunt.
Yeah, thank you. It was really fun. I can't believe like I think the levels that I was most afraid of was Divided They Fall, and just generally anything with guns, and everything just went without a hitch. That's just impressive.
It is nice when it actually works out. The estimate was a little bit generous because all those clips can go really bad, but yeah, I'm very glad they did not in this case, especially knowing how rough the run can get.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Anyway, while we listen to our song really quick, I know you did some shout outs already, but how about if anyone wanted to watch you find it, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me at JaeeHere, either on YouTube or on Twitch. Recently, I've been doing a lot of look outside content, but on the side, I also do speedruns. So if you want to watch me speedrun any other game, I'm there, guys. If you want to reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. I do know that Manhunt is a pretty brutal run, and you definitely killed the estimate right there. So that was pretty fun.
Wait, what time did I get? I can't see it.
21-29 apparently.
Oh my god, that's like what is that? Like second place in the leaderboards. That's crazy. Yeah. That's second place on the leaderboards. Oh my god, that was impressive.
Yeah, a lot of those skips are definitely a lot tougher than they look as well. Like very common what will happen with the J clips is when you're going out of bounds, Cash will, when he falls back in bounds, he'll just hit the ground and die. Like if you don't get it exactly right, it's immediate death and reload.
Yeah, you need to aim towards like a specific point. Like there's always a visual thing you need to aim for the J clips to work. And the worst thing that can happen is you just land and you die. But the other thing is that you need to punch as you're falling out of bounds, and you need to keep holding the run button and the directional button and just like not move your mouse, because if you move it, it ruins the speed. It's like really techy. The skip is really techy. Honestly, I still struggle to explain how it's done to this day. But if you learn it, you learn it. That's the insanity of Manhunt any % out of bounds.
Absolutely. Well, I do want to say thank you again for doing that run of Manhunt. It is a game I've been wanting to show off for a while on GDQ, and I'm glad you gave it a great showing. Absolutely. And I hope you all enjoyed that run of Manhunt with JaeeHere. If you did enjoy the run, check him out on Twitch and YouTube. A lot of Manhunt and another game called Look Outside, which I know has been making the rounds in the horror scene. That being said, we do have plenty more games to use, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back very quick. Just one thing really quick for a brief announcement. If you're looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, shout staff, and more. Use !Discord and chat for more info on that. Anyway, we'll be right back.